Hi, this is Pat Manning again, and today I'm going to teach you how to ollie. So for starters, let's go over the core components of the skateboard. We start with the skateboard deck, and it has grip tape on it so that your feet can stay on it, and it creates some friction so your feet don't fly off and you're able to flip the board and all sorts of other things. This is a wheel. It's made of polyurethane, and these are hard wheels because I like to skateboard on concrete and generally out on the street. There are softer wheels, but those are more for ramp skating and special skateboarding like that. There are bearings inside these, 8-point. There are 2 bearings for each wheel, so that's 8 in total. This is a truck. This helps you turn, it keeps the wheels on, and you can grind on it, obviously. It also gives you some distance from the ground so you're able to snap your board and lift it off the ground. So, I skateboard regular, which means I have my left foot in the front and my right foot in the back. Some people do it the opposite way and have their right foot in the front and their left foot in the back, and that is known as goofy stance. As the name, aside from the name, everything else about it is normal. It's just a preference of which feels more comfortable, which you can balance better on. So I start by putting my front foot right here under the bolts. I put my back foot right here on the tail, but I want to have it half on, half off. So when I'm standing on it, it looks like this. I want to have my shoulders square over the board. I want to bend my knees, and I want to absorb in my sternum like this. So you want to snap, put all your weight on the back here, but jump also. Now with this front foot, I'm going to move it up while I'm jumping. So when you put the 2 steps together, it looks like that. So while I was doing this, I was thinking about how it related to Elec Chan, and I realized there are a number of ways that it relates. For starters, you want to get on your 13 points on the board and act as if the board is a balance beam line. You want to be on your 9 solid, 1 empty, but it's a little bit tweaked because you want to be a little bit more on your toes as opposed to suctioning the ground. You want to lean forward a bit on your toes. Now with your tantien and sternum, you're going to absorb and condense when I bend down like this, and with my Ming Meng, I am projecting upwards and expanding. It goes all the way up to the crown as well, expanding. It also relates to rocking because I'm rocking back and forth, finding my balance and tightening up, but I am leaning a little more forward than usual. As well as being on my 13 points, I'm leaning over, my shoulders are over my hips, but I'm leaning more forward than I should be, just to be balanced on the skateboard and to get the proper weight into it. Now what I thought was interesting is once you start understanding the concepts of Elec Chan, the other concepts, they begin to make more sense and they begin to become easier. That's the same way with skateboarding. So when you do an ollie, as I said earlier, you bring your foot up to level the board. But when you do a kickflip, you bring your foot up to level the board and off the side of the board at the same time, causing this flip. Now this slight change in movement makes the world of difference in the skateboard. I will now demonstrate the kick. So as you can see there, just that slight movement made something entirely new, and it was because I understood the basic form of it. I learned how to do the kickflip from the initial step. That's my project. Thanks for listening.